My name is Kyla Davis.
My name is Cynthia Boone. We're going to be the audience. Hello, my name is Vivian Jackson, and today I will be giving you some information on the legacy of a blues monarch. So, what we will talk about today is the legendary B.B. King, bluesman, king of the blues. Well, who is B.B. King? He was born September 16, 1925, as Riley B. King to his farm laborer parents, Albert and Nora King, born near Indianola, Mississippi. B.B. was taught to play the guitar and sing by his preacher, Archie Fair, at the Carmichael Holiness Church. In 1947, he hitchhiked to Memphis, Tennessee, with $2.50 in his pocket and his guitar on his back to pursue his musical career. His cousin, Buka White, introduced him to the electric guitar, and the rest is history. My desire is to educate you on some of the great contributions to the music industry that Mr. King gave. He has a mixed style of vocals and guitar playing. He combined blues, jazz, swing, and mainstream pop to produce his unique style in vocals and in playing the electric guitar. His methodology is world renowned and instantly recognizable. He's sung gospel, blues, and he's a songwriter. B.B. has developed one of the most readily identifiable guitar playing styles using the electric guitar, and drawing on his love of music and upon his impoverished youth, he has been able to create countless masterpieces of vocal and instrumental works. Over the years, he has become one of the most celebrated musicians in the whole world. His first big break came in 1948 on the Sonny Boy Williamson radio program. From that show, he landed a 10-minute spot on WDIA, which was a black managed and black staffed radio station in Memphis. This was the launching pad for his career. Because of his program's huge popularity and fan base, there was a club that was born out of that called the Sepia Swing Club. Not only has he performed with some of the greatest musicians and guitar players in the world, not only here on American soil but also overseas. He's performed for presidents and even the Queen of England, I believe. Now, let me interject here. I would be remiss if I did not tell you the story of Lucille. Lucille is Mr. King's beloved guitar. Let me tell you how she got her name. The story goes that he was playing in a dance hall in Twist, Arkansas, and there was a fight that broke out. The two men were fighting, and this is a dance hall in this deep south, on the Chitlin Circuit, down in the Delta, and they used a barrel for with fire. They had kerosene in it, and they used that to heat the building. Well, during the fight, the barrel got turned over, and the oil and the fire went all over the building, setting the building on fire, which prompted an evacuation. Well, everybody got out safely. I think they said two people were killed, but B.B. King got out safely. But then he remembered he had left his guitar inside, so he went back inside to retrieve it. Now, when he got back outside, he learned that the fight was over a woman. The two men were fighting over a woman, and her name was Lucille. So that's how the guitar got her name, and she's been with BB for his entire career. BB says, when I sing, I play in my mind, and the minute I stop singing orally, I start to sing by playing Lucille. Mr. King's first national tour was at the Howard Theater in Washington, D.C. That was in 1952. Um, Robert Henry at that time was his manager. But Mr. Henry he was not equipped to manage such a great artist and to manage him both in the United States and overseas. So BB signed with another manager, Maurice Merritt, in 1953, and from there his career took off. Mr. King has achieved some of the most prestigious musical awards and also received the coveted Grammy 15 times. He was introduced into the Hall of Fame in 1984. In 1987, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In 1969, he was chosen by the Rolling Stones to open 18 American concerts for them. Now that says a lot for a newcomer on the block, and especially an African American. So thereby, he bridged that gap of black and white music. His reign as King of the Blues has been as long as that of any monarch on earth. For over 50 years, he has defined the blues for the world. He began recording in the 1940s and still continues to record and to tour. He's performed with many big name musicians, Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Bobby Bland, Albert King, James Taylor, to name a few, and he was friends with Elvis Presley and Janis Joplin. He received countless honorary degrees from well-known universities and colleges. He owns several clubs. My favorite, of course, is on Beale Street in Memphis, Tennessee. Early in his career, he began touring on what is known commonly as the Chitlin Circuit, and that covers the southern states like the Mississippi Delta, Alabama, on up to Missouri, Texas, that kind of thing. But he also performed extensively overseas. He began to appear on the live talk shows of that time, The Tonight Show, and The Ed Sullivan Show. These appearances on these particularly predominantly white shows signified America's, not just black America, but white America as well, America's acceptance of his music and ushered in a new musical genre for the nation. As you can tell, I am an avid admirer of B.B. King. I love the blues. I love his blues. And here's a picture of him and Elvis. This is from his Ultimate Collection, and it's a book that details his life and his story and how he rose. You'll also note that I am donning my own personal t-shirt with Mr. King and Lucille. So, in my conclusion, I would like you to know also that today, at the age of 86 years old, Mr. King continues to perform a number, almost 250 or better, concerts per year worldwide. He is still rocking and rolling. And that really concludes a very brief overview and timeline of the life and rise to musical greatness of B.B. King. I would hope that if you ever have a chance to experience the King in his element, that you would seize the opportunity. We'll see you on Bill Street. You can check his story, you can check his performances at www.bbking.com. We'll see you there.